This year at BTOG we are presenting data from the National Lung Cancer Audit Report, which reports on patients who were diagnosed and seen in 2017. So there's data that's been collected on over 39,000 patients in England and Wales with lung cancer. And as we've done in previous years, we've been able to report on a number of findings about their care. And there are several, I think, key things that emerge from the data that we've collected. So first of all, data completeness from trusts who submit this data to the audit has continued to improve year on year, and it's better this year than it has been in the past. So fields such as staging and performance data are really now very complete, and this allows more accurate risk adjustment. So it's important that trusts within England and Wales continue to support that process. And then in terms of outcomes, I think there's been a couple of key findings. So the surgical resection rate again has continued to climb slightly, and we know that surgical resection rate is very closely linked to overall survival for a lung cancer population. In addition, the number of patients receiving chemotherapy is around 60%, and this is marginally higher than it has been in the past, but perhaps still not as high as we would like to see as a standard of care in the UK. Similarly, chemotherapy for small cell lung cancer is around 71%, so again that's an improvement on previously, but again perhaps not quite as good as it could be. One of the other key findings, I think, is we've reported on a radical treatment rate. So this is a proportion of patients suitable for curative treatment that actually end up receiving it. So patients with early stage disease and good performance status, about 81% of those patients actually end up receiving treatment with curative intent. And we feel that that's an area perhaps that each individual trust can look at in a little bit more detail to understand why that 20% approximately percent of patients who don't receive treatment with curative intent can be fully explained to hopefully improve that figure going forward.